having a little bit of a problem with the fact that y'all crying over Kamala Harris, but y'all not crying over that $30 million that the Divine Nine gave her in one night to pay for campaign ads and commercials. If you're going to cry, don't cry because a white racist political party lost the election. You should be crying because the Black Greeks gave Kabamala $30 million in one night that the Black community can never get back. That the Black community can never get back. That the Black community can never get back.
I know y'all saw that election. Trump is now our 47th president. Good morning. What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yes, welcome back. Welcome back. We are on episode number 44. Yeah. JQ, how are you? I'm doing well today. I'm up today and I'm energized and I'm here to get into some of these topics today. As y'all just saw, Dr. Umar was giving his opinion on why people are upset at the 2024 election. Donald Trump is the 47th president of the United States. Donald Trump ended up taking home a big victory. You go to numbers. And they're even higher right now. I think he's in the 300s for the Electoral College vote. Last night, when I was watching the election, and I saw that the map was red, I had already knew the tactic. Y'all, and the tactic was, a lot of people don't realize how some things really work. So these votes, to me, kind of work like how money work. I went to school for accounting and finance. So I learned in school that in order to get to the big money, you start very small and you gradually grow your way up to the top, right? And that's kind of what I looked at when I saw this election. Trump started out in small numbers, which was the small counties and the counties that were surrounding the bigger cities. And those small counties accumulated to a large number of his supporters. And they were surrounding, I saw all of that surrounding the blue areas. The blue areas were mainly the metropolitan areas. The outskirts of that is what came in and just swarmed at. Small numbers, but accumulated to bigger voting numbers. And I knew when I saw it, I said, this don't look good. This don't look good at all. I kind of knew a little bit in my head, like there's a possibility that he could win. One, and I'm going to break her campaign down one by one. So one, Kamala really pandered, I don't know if that's the right word, but pandered to abortion rights. And we spoke on abortion rights on this show. And I kept telling y'all, that's not a good political fighting point because we're here to talk about policies, right? Abortion rights is left up, to me, should be left up to the people to vote upon in their states. If you want it in your state, get out and vote. If you don't want it, you get out and vote. That's left up to the state. Now, that's just me. Y'all should vote. If y'all want it, everything is put to a vote around here. So if y'all want it, get out and vote. It's obviously being passed because of some of y'all ain't getting out here and voting. She kind of touched on immigration, but not really. She never touched on closing our borders. She didn't talk about securing our country like that. Not that not that I recall. So that was another strike. She also talked about abortion. She talked about border control. And then she also kind of hinted on the acceptance and the diversity in this country. She talked about giving away uh, uh, something for first time home buyers, loans for small businesses, uh, income tax credit for people with children. That's kind of what I saw her touch on. And in my eyes, I was like, we need you to touch on the working class people. And I think that's one of her marks that she missed big time during this election. She didn't really focus much on the working class people. There are people out here that are hungry. There are people out here that are losing their jobs. There are people out here can't pay for food, can't pay for gas, can't pay for rent, inflation. You say inflation is going down, but it feels like everything is going up drastically. And people want to know how they're going to be able to feed their families. People are going to want to know how they're going to be able to afford the things that they need in life to survive and keep it going. And under Biden's administration, a lot of people felt like Biden had already failed them, and they didn't want another 4 years of that from Kamala. She didn't make it promising, but she didn't reassure a lot of people that she was going to be there for them and make sure that this economy thrives, make sure that our country is secure and safe. For a lot of people, she didn't reassure that for, and she lost the vote. And she really lost the vote. Now a lot of people were out here mad at a lot of people were out here mad saying that black people, when the police out here whooping y'all ass, don't come calling the women and da 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 da. I'm like, wait. Here we go again with y'all hating. That man won unanimously across the board. Let's just start there. That man won the popular vote. That man won the Senate. That man won the House. That man won the Latino votes. That man won unanimously. So it had nothing to do with us black men. It had something to do with this country wanting something different. And it showed all across the board unanimously. He didn't just win by a close race. No, he whooped her ass. And he whooped her ass unanimously. It had nothing to do with us. Now, I went and did a little research and found some data. And the data reveals how different demographics voted on this election. Y'all take a look. Take a look. Now, if I'm taking a look correctly, black man voted 73% blue. 73. Black women, 88%. 73 and 88% black. Out of all the races, we had the most. So why would you be mad at the black people? We represented for Kamala the most. We represented for her the most. So why would anyone be mad? The women 88%, the men 73% blue. Latino women 60% blue. Latino men 50%. See, that's where that vote went to. 36% red for Latino women, 45% red for Latino men. That little percentage right there also went to boosting Trump. And we already know Trump, white people had his back. More than half women, more than half men. They had that man back. He had a very small percent from the black 9% from the women, 23% from the men on his side. So it wasn't us. It wasn't us at all. For a lot of people, Trump, they felt comfortable under Trump's administration. It's the most money that they've ever seen. It's the best years, 4 years they had in this country. And a lot of people keep stating, oh, that's because he inherited it from Obama. In a way, I can see that, y'all. He did inherit a good economy from Obama. But he took a country in a good state and showed y'all what it could do from with the state that it was in. So if it was already in a decent state, he excelled. He took it up for a lot of people. For a lot of people, he took that up. It went up. And then when Biden got in office, they saw how it slowly went down, how they started struggling. And a lot of people say, oh, because of the pandemic, so we recover from the pandemic. So I feel like this time, y'all, we're going to get Trump's already been president the first time, one time, right? This time, I feel like it may be quite different from the first time when he ran. I do. I feel like it's going to be quite different. And I hope y'all ready to work. Y'all already been working, but I hope y'all ready to work. He is not in the same position that he was in before. And I know, Trump, he's been convicted and, hey, he's done a lot of stuff out there. And since now that he's president, all those things most likely will go away. Now, I don't know what to say about that, child. That's America for you. That's all I got to say. But I do feel like it will be a lot different. I hope y'all are ready to work. Even though y'all already been working, I feel like it's going to be cut out for a lot of mediocrity. For some odd reason, since COVID, like right after COVID, I saw a lot of people getting jobs that they're not really qualified to have. And I can tell you're not qualified to have this job based off your service that you're giving. And a lot of people are in those positions. Now, the right be blaming the left for what's going on in our country. And I feel like now that Trump's in office, it's going to be cut out, y'all, for a lot of mediocrity, which means a lot of y'all got jobs that y'all are not qualified to have. A lot of y'all are holding positions that you're not qualified to even hold. So you're passing out the demands and orders, and you're not even qualified to even hold the position that you're holding, but you holding the position. And a lot of people trying to figure out why. So now that Trump's in office, I feel like a lot of y'all gonna be out your seats. The only ones that's gonna be in those seats are the ones who are really qualified. And if you're not qualified, you're getting bumped out your seat. No more room for mediocrity. Only legitness. So you're going to have to be legit. When Trump's get back in office, he got a big old cleanup and a big old sweep for y'all. We're going to take a listen and see what Trump going to be passing out on his first day as president. We already know it ain't going to be what a lot of y'all not going to like it. Trump said it before, it might get a little nasty, but we ain't going to like it. So I want to hear what they're going to do.
A resounding victory for President Trump, and it gives him a mandate to govern as he campaigned, to deliver on the promises that he made, which include on day one launching the largest mass deportation operation of illegal immigrants that Kamala Harris has allowed into this country. It includes drill baby drill and expediting permits for nuclear, for fossil fuels, for an above all energy approach that's going to bring down the cost of living in this country. It includes on day one bringing Ukraine and Russia to the negotiating table to end this war and returning to the very tough sanctions on the Iranian regime so we can stop the chaos in the Middle East. The American people are clearly longing for the policies of Donald Trump. They despise the policies that the Harris-Biden administration have implemented over the past 4 years. And the Harris-Biden administration will go down as the worst, weakest, most corrupt administration in our nation's history.
She said they will go down as the worst and most corrupt. I don't know about the worst and most corrupt, but they will go down as disappointing to a lot of people in America. To me, that's just my opinion. They did not meet a lot of people's expectations this term. That mass deportation, y'all not gonna like it. And a lot of people don't believe Trump, but Trump is gonna pull. I think Trump gonna pull it. I think Trump's gonna pull it. So if y'all ain't got your shit in order, get your shit in order. We have to secure our country. She said that, he's going to, stop sending funding to Ukraine and get this war on the wraps with Ukraine and Russia. And I watched a lot of people, a lot of leaders in other countries are happy that Trump won. Israel, Ukraine, Saudi Arabia, Korea. Like, these people have, a lot of people like to spread rumors. But these people, they happy to see that he back in office. They happy to see that he's won because this is going to be transactional between them, So they're happy to see him back. I don't know why, but it's something that Trump is doing that they approve of. So they happy that Trump is back. Also, Bernie Sanders had something to say as well, y'all. Bernie Sanders accuses Democratic Party of abandoning working people. Following Trump's re-election caused the Harris-Walz campaign a disastrous campaign. It should come as no great surprise that a Democratic Party which was abandoning working class people will find that the working class has abandoned them. While the Democratic leadership defends the status quo, the American people are angry and want change, and they are right. So even Bernie Sanders has had enough of the Democratic Party. From the looks of it, like I told y'all, we looked at that map. It was all red. The American people had spoken. And for those that don't believe in the system, which we know Trump's party didn't believe in the system, they felt the system is rigged. I bet they don't feel like it's rigged now. No, the system is not rigged. And it's okay to win some, and it's okay to lose some. The American people got out here and voted. They want a change. And I think it's because a lot of American people are tired of being broke. They tired of being broke, and they tired of being stuck in the past. They ready to move forward. A lot of people are stuck in the past. Real American people are not. They moving forward. They're moving forward. A lot of things that I heard, I saw from the Republican Party is a great number of LGBTQ community people that voted for Donald Trump. I saw it. And they came out in massive numbers, and they're not with it. They're not with like how a lot of people from the left they agree with, stuff like California changing laws to where children can have sex changes and stuff like that at a very young age, like 14, 15, and don't have to discuss this with their parents at all. Don't have to tell their parents. Don't need their parents' consent to want to sexually change their orientation. or sexually change their gender. They don't need their parents' permission. It's things like that, that the LGBT's like, wait a minute. Also, some feel like, why should children be at drag shows? Why should children be allowed at certain pride events? Some LGBTQ people feel that way as well. So they came out in strong numbers, and voted for Donald Trump. I follow one of them. Her name is I want to say Kara. Kara is a transgender woman, and Kara broke that thing down real nice, real nice. I'm gonna see while I'm sitting here if I can go pull Kara up right quick. She went on the docket, but I'm gonna see if I can pull it up just a little bit and let y'all see what she had to say.
For weeks, we're going to be hearing the left come up with convenient truths about how this happened that Trump won. And if you really are invested in wanting to know how this happened and not just having angry excuses while you're grieving, I will tell you how this happened. The left should be self-reflecting instead of projecting. They're going to be justifying, blaming independent voters, Republicans, etc. This wasn't about the patriarchy. This wasn't about race, sexism, homophobia, or transphobia. This was a rejection of political correctness to the point of overcorrection. This was a rejection of political correctness gone mad. And as someone myself who used to have Trump derangement syndrome, we don't have the luxury of political correctness when we're just trying to survive. It's not just a lot of people now not relying on mainstream media that are actually doing their own research, listening to independent news, podcasts, looking up the quotes that the mainstream media twisted against Trump in the past that were never things he said. It's not only that. It's not only people being tired of being called transphobic just because they don't agree with certain sports things, or they think, well, let's wait a little later before we start hormones. People are tired of being labeled as transphobic or homophobic just because they disagree on certain issues. People are also tired of just being labeled as racist for voting for Trump. Also, going back to how the media has misquoted him many times. It is no longer a winning strategy. People have prioritized surviving and what they feel is best for their families and the country over identitarianism. And even me being a trans person, how selfish would I be? People have said to me, you're turning on your brothers and sisters. No, I'm not. I represent myself and no one else, first of all. And secondly, do you know how minimizing it is to look at a trans person and say you're supposed to think within this box? Or any other minority? How small of you to expect that of someone, first of all. And then, of course, they're just going to say to me, well, Kara, you're white. And you would be right. But you would also be perpetuating the very thing that is losing votes in this country, which is identitarianism and culture wars. People are exhausted from it, and they just want to be able to fucking survive and put food on the table.
So that's just a little bit from Kara, someone who used to be anti-Trump and pro-Democrat, and now she's, changed sides. I don't know who she voted for, but she possibly could have voted for Trump as well. And I'm listening at what people are saying. I'm listening and I'm doing more of my own research because I'm waking up more to the media propaganda and a lot of lies that are being spread, a lot of misinformation that's being taken out of context and pieced together by the media for clickbait. And it starts culture wars and, and it divides the country up. So I'm beginning to wake up a little more and do my own research and dig a little bit further. And not only that, that's why I thank Elon Musk for keeping Twitter around. Because while the media spread lies, there are people out here running off at their mouth telling the truth. There are people out here running off at their mouth saying what's actually happening on the ground, not what they're projecting on our TV screens. So on the TV screen, they might say, oh, the people want this, but no. It's people on the ground that are talking, no, we just trying to survive out here. We are just trying to survive out here. All I can say is, y'all, Donald Trump won. We need to take this election. We need to take this election and learn some decorum. We need to learn some decorum. And let me look the definition up for some of y'all that may not know what the word means. Decorum, behavior in keeping with good taste and propriety. Decorum is proper and polite behavior. I think a lot of people that disagree with this election need to learn some decorum. Learn how to hold your head up high, you know. And if y'all don't like the word decorum, y'all need to learn some couth. The definition of couth is showing and having good manners or sophistication. Y'all need to learn some couth. Have good behavior even when shit not going our way. Have a positive outlook still. Because at the end of the day, Kamala still has to work closely with Donald Trump in order to keep our country going. They might not like each other. They may disagree on stuff, but they still have to work together. They still have to work together for the better of all American people. So as American people, we need to learn some couth. We need to learn some decorum when it comes to these elections not going our way. We still have to respect that this is our president. We still have to respect that this is the direction it's going in, and learn how to work together, continuously work together, even though we may disagree. We're going to sit back and see how this country turns out. The only thing I'm kind of iffy about, like I told y'all once before, was the immunity. That was one of my biggest things with Trump. Also, Trump didn't talk much about healthcare. He didn't talk much about infrastructure, but he didn't talk much about the renewable energy and climate control. Neither one of them did, really. Neither one of them did. He didn't really do a lot of what I wanted. You know, what I wanted him to talk about. And I told y'all before, I didn't like how he said police officers, he was giving them immunity on the first day. That was one of the things I did not like that he said during his campaign. I totally disagreed with it. Totally disagreed with that. And that's one thing that kind of got me like, I'm not with the police having immunity, Trump. I hope he sit down and think that over and don't do that one. I really, really do. That's not fair. It's not fair to us, the people. And I know Trump don't deal with running into the cops, so he don't know what it's like out here for real, for real. He just really think they just good people like that. And they are not good people like that, Trump. Some of them are good cops, but a lot of them are thugs. A lot of them being these little gangs within the system that y'all don't even know about. They be out here bullying people. They be out here manipulating situations because a lot of people don't know the law. So they manipulate situations to the naked eye. You're looking at the other person like a criminal, but not having really any knowledge of how this cop just slick manipulated this whole thing. So that's my only thing. One of my only things. That's one of the things that I did not agree with. But he's the president now. So we're going to have to see what's going to happen. Also, the Senate is red and the House is red. He has the popular vote. He has the Electoral College vote. So right now, anything he wants to get passed, it looks like most likely it will be passed. And so Y'all hold on to your seatbelts, sit back, and get ready. Get ready. All right, y'all. We moving on. We moving on. Shout out to Trump. Shout out to you. Congratulations to you, Trump, for winning the 2024 election. I am looking forward to see how our country is going to do in these next 4 years. Also, shout out to Jason Lee. Yes, Jason Lee won city councilman. Jason Lee's been going after this a while, y'all. And I know a lot of y'all don't like Jason Lee because Jason Lee is a little internet troll. I tend to like Jason Lee. I like how Jason Lee has fought his way to the top. Not only fought, but he's really worked hard over the years of staying in our face and letting us know what he is about and what he has to bring to entertainment and to media. So shout out to you, Jason Lee, and thank you for contributing your service to City Council. I think that's awesome, and I think that's great. I told y'all they can go look up. They can go look up and see if we voted or not. They just can't tell you who. So since we already on this voting thing, I might as well just go ahead and say it. It's a trans woman out here that is exposing DL men who voted for Trump. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, headlines say, oops, trans sex worker posts alleged screenshots of Le'Veon Bell sliding into her DMs after he said he voted for Trump because he doesn't want his daughter to compete or share a locker room with men. I'm going to read what she wrote. Somebody said, to men, vote as if your daughter, mother, or wife was watching. Le'Veon Bell responded to that and said, I don't want my daughter to have to compete or share a locker room with men. Now, the trans woman that is posting this, her name is Lex, or Lexis. Lex responded to that post and said, spewing this rhetoric when, and yes, this was on my NSFW page, he knew I was a doll. And then she also posted outing all DL men, including celebrities that ever hit me up and posted about Trump. I don't give a fuck. I was so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. And I know y'all disappointed in this election, but you can't blame nobody. The American people wanted this. This part of the country that we live in. The American people wanted this. This has nothing to do with DL men, gay men, the LGBT community, the abortion rights, people that march for them. It has nothing to do with that. This is what the American people want. The majority ruled. You can't get mad. This person, you can't get mad because, he made a statement that he didn't want his daughter to share a bathroom with a man. You're a trans woman. You are not a man unless you still identify as a man. You are a woman. You transitioned into one. So you shouldn't have even commented on this. That's just me. You don't see yourself as a man, so he was not talking to you. You know who he was talking to. If his daughter looked up to you, because from here you look like a beautiful woman to me, I can't tell. If his daughter was using the bathroom, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be in the bathroom doing inappropriate stuff either, because that's not what people go to the bathroom for. So as a trans woman, you're not in the bathroom doing no funny stuff, so his daughter would not be looking at you as if she was sharing a bathroom with a man. You don't look like a man. You're a female presenting. You're a woman presenting. Like, why would you even respond to this? Why? And then trans women, y'all know what the fuck he talking about. I've seen with my own eyes men have conversation with trans women and they really act like women, like they don't be with no gay stuff. None. It's a lot of them out there that don't be with none of that. Y'all don't they act just like women. Men treat them like women. And they act like it. So I don't feel like that was a jab to you and for you to even try to out this person. There's nothing to be outing. And also trans people, what are y'all outing? Y'all don't look at these men as gay men. So what are you outing? When you say I'm outing him, what are you outing him for? You are a woman. So what are you outing? A lot of y'all don't look at them as gay. Y'all look at them as straight heterosexual men because that's what they identify as. Or they might identify as a bisexual man, whatever. But y'all don't look at them as gay because a lot of trans women don't deal with gay men. Not that I've seen. The ones I've seen, they don't. And a lot of gay men are not attracted to trans women. They're attracted to men. They're not attracted to woman, nothing. No titties, no boobs, no nothing. So I just didn't understand what was trans. Come on, y'all better than this. And then I always thought, like, with the trans community, right? And y'all hear me out. You know what? I'm going to speak on that another day. But trans community, y'all way better than that. Y'all identify as women. Y'all feel like women on the inside. And you're expressing it on the outside. So if you're expressing this, when it comes to men, anything, trans women, you're not that. You transition from that. You don't see that. You don't think about that. And you're not even in that. So when it comes to men, anything, exit out the door. That conversation has nothing to do with me because you're not a man. You are a whole woman. I respect the trans women that sit in their womanhood, their softness. Like, you were born aggressive. You were already born with traits that you did not like or that you felt like you didn't identify with, right? So you want to be the total opposite of that. Men are aggressive and, women are soft. Not all, but most women are soft. And I respect the trans women that sit in their femininity, that sits in their womanhood, that are soft. They don't want to be attacking them. They just don't want to be in all that. They're soft. I don't know. Y'all better than that, though, trans women. Shout out to the trans community. Go talk to y'all, girl. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. Slim Thug defends Megan Thee Stallion after media reacts to her admitting that she lied to Gayle King after having sex with Tory Lanez. Who the fuck wants to say who they slept with on ABC News? All right, let's hear what he got to say.
She lied about not sleeping with him. Who the fuck want to tell who they slept with? Nobody want to say that. I wouldn't have said who the fuck I slept with on a national TV anyway. You trying to? She lied about that. Tory ain't do that. Shut the fuck up, man. Who the fuck want to say who they slept with on the fucking ABC News? Shut the fuck up. Y'all little stupid. Y'all so slow, man. The fuck is you gonna ask somebody who they slept with on ABC? Shut the fuck up, lady. Like, what are we doing? Megan lies again. What the fuck? You ain't gotta tell people who you slept with, weirdo. The fuck would I tell you? Would you go on the news and tell somebody who you fucking? That's the dumbest shit for her to ever even ask her that anyway.
So if y'all haven't heard already, Megan came out with a documentary. I think I told y'all this. We did cover this. She came out with a documentary telling her truth about the Tory Lanez thing, right? And she admitted in that documentary that she lied to Gayle King when she was interviewed by Gayle King. And Gayle asked her, have she ever slept with Tory? She said that she lied when she said no. Now, I watched the clip and she said she had sex with Tory once, maybe twice on a drunken night, allegedly. And people came for Megan. They ate her ass up. They ate her up. They ate her up. Even Tory Lane's lawyers came out and made a little statement saying, you know, if you can't trust, if she's willing to lie to millions of people, you can't take her word for it. And so Slim Thug letting y'all know, y'all shut the fuck up. She didn't feel comfortable telling Gayle King that she slept with him, that she was, who feel comfortable with coming out on national television saying who they slept with. Now here's my response to all that, right? He said, who feel comfortable with telling their business on national television? As adults, we need to start exercising. If we don't want to say something, we don't have to. We also don't have to lie about it either. We need to normalize saying or stating something like this. I don't feel commenting on that at this moment. That don't mean that you did or you didn't. It just means that you're not comfortable with commenting on that at this moment. Or just say no comment. No comment. That also gives you the doorway of she never said she did or she never said she didn't. No, normalize. If you're not ready or willing to say something, just don't say it. Can't nobody make you say it. That's all I'm saying. Because now people looking at you sideways. Like, well, damn, so what other stuff did you lie about along the way? Because a lot of people already felt like there was holes in her story. Because like I told y'all the other day, we still don't know what went on. Because Megan really ain't talked and Kelsey really ain't said nothing either. So we really don't know what's really going on. So when you start telling stuff and then retracting stuff, it make us already raise our eyebrow, It gives that reasonable doubt that people don't want to, that reasonable doubt, like maybe he didn't do it, maybe he did, So normalize, adults, normalize. If you don't want to speak on something or you're not ready to speak on something, don't. No comment. Scrappy says he needs to get a DNA test on all his children. Reports of him welcoming a new child. Y'all think people are so perfect. Let's see what he got to say.
Ain't got nothing to do with being famous. Am I getting a D? Of course, I'm getting a D now. I need to get them on all of them. Y'all think people so perfect, man. Y'all be thinking, look at men and think men are horrible and the women are perfect. Everybody that think that y'all are, I'm down. And it mostly be that they want women to like them more or some shit. They think I don't know. Or they must got a whole bunch of women in their family. So these women that don't take accountability, like, I'm done with it. I don't fuck with none of that shit no more. Ain't no more women that don't take accountability. Accountability is everything. Because you're not trying to be a victim. You know what I'm saying? Like, hate women that try to play the victim knowing they the worst in the world, man. The worst in the world. Acting like they're a victim, but knowing they making people victims. Yeah, being secure. The job, she gonna be good mama. She gonna be good co-parent. She already cool. She been cool. She not even the one that out there. So that lets you know something. Ain't got nothing to do with being famous.
All right, so Scrappy said men need to get a DNA test on all their kids. I agree. In this day and age, women be telling too many lies out here. Yes, they're not getting their way. They can't do nothing to you because you're a man. They can't whoop your ass. But the number one thing they can do is cry wolf. And most people already know when a woman is crying wolf about a man, a lot of people nowadays want to say, we're going to believe her until he's proven innocent. And a lot of women have been using that to their advantage. That's what I see. Don't argue with me. I'm just a messenger. So I'm with Scrappy. Get a DNA test. And like he also said, a lot of them don't want to be held accountable. They be out here playing victim when they are not victim. They be passing licks and hiding their hair. Fellas, don't listen to them. You stronger than that. Don't let the pussy get to you. Get a DNA test. Get a DNA test. My brother just had a DNA test done on his daughter. She came back his. Yeah. Yep. Mo, yep. Now, I ain't believe that she was healed. I was just gonna keep it real. You know, this ain't no jab to the baby mama out there and nothing like that. You ain't got shit to do with it. You ain't got shit to do with it. I'm just saying, I didn't believe that it was his. So we urged him to get a test done. Sure did. And he went and got one done. And she ours. She ours. And it's okay. We need reassurance around here. Because these moms, you cannot trust them. You cannot trust them. They'll tell you, oh, they knowing damn well they did a little tiptoeing, a little sneaking in the bacon. Now, we need to make sure. We need to make sure. A lot of women know how to fuck around and keep their lips closed forever. And the person they fucked off with, they ain't finna tell it. They don't want to take the responsibility for it either. So most likely, they ain't gonna never say nothing. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reality star Sierra Gates went back up to a nail shop after being accused of taking someone's AirPods. Sierra apologized to a woman who was in the shop during the ordeal, but also offended her by calling her elderly. Okay, we're gonna get...
Here, talking about I stole. I didn't even see the shit. Thank you for telling me that the shit fell in my purse. And I'm so sorry because I don't even cuss it from the elderly people. I really... I'm sorry. I don't curse like that. But I'm sorry. But that's the devil. No, because that is the devil. I don't even go and stuff like, what? My nail lady, what? I get my nails done twice a week. Them people charge me $25. I left that man a $40 tip. That's how much iPods cost, ain't it? I don't even know how much them motherfucking iPods cost.
What's up?
My assistant on order makes 100 of them goddamn things. Fuck out of here. No, playing with me in that motherfucking nail.
He's a fucked up deal, type of lifestyle. He
Crazy motherfuckers. I'm tired of these people bothering me. Somebody, oh, she stole the iPod. She stole the iPad.
He got to do his whole sense.
Girl.
Baby, the lady said, it was, baby, who you call that elderly? Ooh. That's one thing about people in Atlanta, baby. You can't throw not a little bit of salt or shade. Nobody way. They gonna catch you every time. I caught that. She wasn't trying to, but she was trying it a little bit. Just a little bit, because they were trying to say that she stole some iPods when she really don't have to steal no freaking iPod. Y'all know. Y'all might not know. Y'all might know. Yesterday, DDG had his son on the Kai Cenat show. And I'm just letting y'all know, just in case we ever have to hint on this again, I really don't care. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just doing my due deal and I'm covering it. So DDG was on Kai Cenat's show last night, and he had a son. Now he walked in with the son in this big purse or bag, and then he pulled him out or whatever. I thought it was fun, but Hallie saw it and wrote online this right here as he was live on the show. She said, "Hi everyone. Just so you know, I'm out of town and I don't approve of my baby being on a stream tonight. I wasn't told or notified, and I am extremely upset to have my baby in front of millions of people. I'm his mother and protector, and saddened that I wasn't notified, especially when I am out of town." Hallie, sorry to break it to you, hon, but it's his baby too. Just saying. And this is how I'm telling y'all now. Y'all know how I usually go. the man, the man usually get out the relationship with the woman. This how it usually go. She have a baby. The man usually end up leaving her, and she becomes a little bittersweet. And there's certain demands when it comes to the baby that she wants met. And if it's not met, she crying wolf. She's crying wolf. And it don't have to be nothing that you did wrong. It could just be something that you didn't do that she really wanted you to do. Because it's her baby. A lot of women say they share a baby with a man, but a lot of y'all don't act like that. Y'all really act like it's your baby. And he need to tell you everything. But when it comes to the mama, she not calling him every second, telling him everything he's doing with the child. And she knows she don't feel like she have to. Even though y'all split parent custody, like with the courts involved or without the court being involved. If y'all are not together, then yes, the child's time is split up. If y'all don't live together, y'all not together and stuff like that, then you and the child's time split. So whatever he decides to do with his son when he has the time with his son, that's on him. He was not in harm's way. He wasn't around no drugs. He was just with his dad, and it was on live stream. Hallie, you have your baby on Instagram all the time in front of millions of people. You're an entertainer. You're an actress. DDG is a content creator. He's also always in front of the camera. Always on live, Snapchat, TikTok. He everywhere. So both of y'all are a part of the entertainment industry. It's not uncommon for him to have your child on camera. And I get it. You didn't know that he was going to be on live stream. So it probably, I don't know. A lot of women, they be dealing with that postpartum when they have their babies and they away from their baby and stuff like that. They deal with postpartum and it hits heavy. So some of them don't know how they going to react until it hits. So, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt that she probably be going through a little bit of postpartum. Being away from her kid and then seeing him, in front of all these people. And she like, well, I didn't approve of him going over to the Kai Senate when we know what, Kai Senate ain't bad. He just a streamer. And he have a lot of people over there. A lot of people over there. They be turning up over there at Kai House. So on her brain, she like, I didn't know my baby was going to be on Kai Senate show. Why you didn't tell me that my baby was going to be on Kai Senate? And she probably got emotional watching it and just went to... She ended up removing she ended up taking it back down, y'all, the tweet. And disabling her page. Because they flooded her comment. What I'm saying, a lot of people flooded it and was like, that's his baby too. He didn't do anything wrong. Like, both of y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all's son has came to many, many work things that y'all do, work related. That's part of work. For whatever reason, Hallie, you don't have the baby. He got the baby at the moment, but he still got to work. So come on, son, put you in this bag, make this kind of fun, and we finna go on over here to work. That's part of his work, streaming. It's part of his work, networking with other streamers. Hallie, don't be one of those baby mamas where y'all talk about stuff, y'all let stuff go, and then you let it go, but it's a little steam inside of you that is slowly brewing. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm trying to explain it, but how can I explain it? It really ain't got nothing to... He cool. He left the situation. You cool too. But at the same time, when y'all disagree, it doesn't mean that you can flex your strength as a mother. And especially y'all not together, so he can't tell you what to do. He can't tell you what to say. I'm the mom. And that little mentality right there. And then he was like, well, I'm his dad. And then before you know it, y'all at each other's throats. Then y'all in court. Then y'all paying child support. Then y'all don't like each other. I see that slowly brewing, and I don't want that to slowly brew into something for y'all, because it ain't that. It ain't giving that. It ain't giving that. He got his own money. She got her own money. The courts get involved when things get out of order. We talked about that with Keke Palmer yesterday. The courts get involved when things get out of order. Hallie, I don't think he's going to do anything to jeopardize you and his son's safety. I don't think he's ever going to do that. Maybe she just want to know. But even if he don't do everything that you asked him to do, as long as your son was safe, that's all that matters at the end of the day. As long as your son was safe, that's all that matters. All right, y'all, we came to the end of the show. Yeah. Everything that you heard here today are allegations brought to you through the media for deep discussion, laughs, giggles, and open conversation. Thank you for tuning in today. If you haven't followed me on all social media platforms, do so now. IG is at the.jq.show and also jaquavius.q. Facebook is Jaquavius Martin, and TikTok is at the JQ Show. Thank you for tuning in today, and I will see you all tomorrow on episode 45. Later.